is money?
Jimmy, what is money?
What is money? Money is a tangible item that defines something. I don't know what the fuck is money. It's something. It's like it's a trading bargain essentially. But what we want textbook definition? I'll do it.
All right. Would you agree that
Interpretive definition, I think, is what he wants.
Really?
I was saying, my concept or thought about it is just a really simple regulatory system.
the system? There we go. We're getting there.
It's a way to define what you can and can't do.
Define. So what does that mean? We all agree on it?
Not necessarily. It's just a rule book. You can disagree with rule books, but the rules are you need 5 of these pieces of paper to get this many apples.
Okay. So you'd say paper, it's not actually anything real there, it's going to be imaginary?
Oh, it's imaginary.
It's
an imaginary system of rules that we all agree on?
Human construct.
Consensus?
Yeah. Makes sense.
Right. So I don't agree that the dollar's worth anything, and I can prove it. So it's that now define the definition of money, it misses. So now the dollar's not money. It's currency. We have to define the words. It's local currency, in fact, because you go somewhere else like Europe, and you've got the euro and things like that. That's going to be a paper or plastic mix there, but either way. So another good question is, why do they tax us when they have those money printers? They've got money printers and they can just print them, so they can.
Inflation.
Well, that causes inflation. Yes.
Print more.
Printing more causes inflation. But why? Why do they do that? Why wouldn't they just not print?
Why do they?
They tax us already. Why do they need to print too?
Right. So money needs to be produced in value, not in just numerical form, right? So when you have a dollar, it's
because you want to hold it like cash.
Well, if we're talking about money, if we're talking about like the physical cash of it, right? So
we're getting back into currency again, though.
Back into currency.
Yeah, we got to define the word currency.
Currency is worth, right? We were just playing with words. You're gonna twist my head.
No, I need you to define the words.
Define the words.
You got to understand them first before we can even make any business decisions here together.
I'm ready for this. The corn is in a sandwich. I want to take a nap. You're talking about money.
It's just a simple question. What is money?
What is money?
Yeah. It'd be a good idea, I think, to maybe do a little bit of research there. But basically, the whole point of this conversation is going to end at buy Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the only real money in human history by the definition of the word money. I promise. Look it up.
Is that because it's a fixed amount?
So it's because it's decentralized. It is a system of code that's not controlled by any organization or institution or anyone that can cause wars or bullshit and manipulate it. And it's open source, so you can go and check the code yourself. And if you don't know how to code yet, you might have to learn that in order to prove it to yourself, or trust someone that you know how to code, that you trust, and just listen to them. So on and so forth.
And we made use of the car.
And never shitcoin, because you can't create this idea more than once. We are just defining a word, and that word is money. So we all have to agree on what the one money is, right? Otherwise, we're just using local currency.
You're saying kill altcoins.
Altcoins are a scam, because someone's just trying to print Bitcoin again. You're trapped in a system like you would be in Chuck E. Cheese.
Why is Bitcoin so much better to you than other coins like Ethereum?
Proof of work. The fact that it's open source, so let's get back to proof of work. Basically, Bitcoin makes you expend energy, driving our society towards limitless energy, thus giving us free energy.
Bitcoin is limited.
They shouldn't be charging us for electricity, much like they shouldn't be charging us for air, because it's limitless. E equals MC squared.
But Bitcoin is limited. It will expire.
But infinitely divisible. So if you need to break it into smaller units to use it as currency, it doesn't matter how much total actually exists. It only matters that that total doesn't change, so that now we can define zero and make accurate decisions.
It's an interesting opinion.
It's not an opinion. This is fact here. And it's all provable, which is the best part. It just takes about 20 to 100 hours for you to have a really good grasp on this. You're going to need some monetary history education. And then you can start reading the Bitcoin white paper, which is only about 8 pages long, and the code is actually written right in the paper, so you can get a good idea of that.
I think crypto is really interesting.
Crypto is a scam. It's Bitcoin only.
Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency.
No. Bitcoin is the cryptocurrency.
Sure,
it's the best one if you want to call it that. But basically, all those other ones, if we start defining it again, those aren't really cryptocurrencies. Those are going to be pump and dump scams.
Chuck E. Cheese coins.
Chuck E. Cheese coins.
Or
US dollars.
That's it.
Right.
Big Chuck E. Cheese coins.
How do you combat your decentralizing concepts, right? How do you combat large Fortune 500 companies gobbling up large units of Bitcoin and then effectively controlling the market again?
Like they're doing currently
just
right
like
now.
Wall Street?
Yes. So yes, you're correct. That does exist and that is a problem. And what happens is because Bitcoin is not entirely private, that's a feature, not a bug. You can see these large institutions with their large amount of Bitcoin, and you can track them, and then you can decide and work together as a species to boycott those businesses, and they cannot change the law under you and force you to pay taxes in order to enslave you again.
The point of currency and like everything you're talking about, I think, is like coordination and cooperation. That's why society exists. It's not because like I'm really good at anything. It's not because like any of us individually are really
but
good
we
at
could each
anything.
specialize.
Yeah, but
good
the
at
only
one
reason
thing.
society stands is because there's a cooperative among a lot of people.
Yeah.
And money kind of like encourages that, right?
Yes,
Currency.
it helps actually because it helps create more motivation to build those items and create more funding.
I look back,
Encourages that better. But it'll always be extremely difficult to combat large institutions like Fortune 500 companies. You know?
Yes, but when they crash, they can't. You can track it.
They just print more.
Yeah, they'll call it Ethereum.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't buy Ethereum.
Sure. I mean, I have random coins, but
Sell them. Buy Bitcoin.
I don't think that you're gonna be. I don't think that the masses will understand.
Why not? You think they're stupid?
Yeah. 100%.
I don't think they're stupid. I think they're brainwashed. I think it was taught to them to not be able to understand the word money on purpose, and now it's just one word we just have to define. It's not that big of a deal, right? We just did it in 5 minutes, 7 minutes.
People are not that.
It's just an articulation problem. You can do it with a meme. You can do it with a video.
I guess.
It's word of mouth marketing.
You have more faith in humanity than I do.
Well, I think everyone's proud of at least trying to be good, right? But we have to, you just once you define what money is, they're not accidentally evil anymore by using a corrupted tool. It's not their fault they weren't taught how to use that tool. You know? But that's just an education problem, and I think that's easily fixed. Just keep hitting me up and asking me questions. Look into Bitcoin, download Bitcoin Core, take your Bitcoin off exchanges, and definitely put it into a hard wallet. Do something like a Ledger, a Trezor, or Cold Card, or even download like Moon Wallet or something like that, and then you can get your private keys. Understand what a private key, public key pair is, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And that is in the white paper, which you can Google. The link will be down below.
Cool.
Yeah, questions? That was it, but if you have anything else.
No.